Good morning. Good morning. Testing. I hope the audio is working. Not. I'm not using my mic today, but I'm hoping the phone is working. All right. So I was sitting at a coffee shop this morning, and I've been using ChatGPT to help me reorganize my brain. I think just like a lot of you, ChatGPT or any AI agent have been a quite a revolutionary tool to help get to know yourself better, help me to learn things a lot quicker and smarter. And and as I was playing around with one of the concepts recently, is that um, because I've seen, I think, close to 12,000, maybe a little bit over 12,000 cases of chronic pain, trauma, injuries, and just people that come in with pain issue, and also happen to see a lot of athletes, lots of high performers, I'll say, high achiever particularly, people um, who's more on the C-suite, the CEO of the company, the owner of the business, and yeah, basically people with a lot of responsibilities, like they're either a dad or a mom or with four children, and yeah, they have like probably over. Some of them have over hundreds of employees. Some of them have um, like a small company. They're still they're they're significant. They're important. Okay. All right. There's more people now. Amazing. Amazing. And I hope you guys had a good day so far. It's quite pretty today in Vancouver. So I've been driving around just to enjoy the weather. So yeah, so as I said, I see a lot of athletes. I see a lot of people who are CEOs, business owner, people who are quite important to their community, to their business, to their family. And for some reason, these people also uh, love fitness. They also love to train. Also love playing sports, and so on and so forth. And surprisingly, there's more than more than enough of more than enough these people that come to see me on a weekly basis. That's high high performers. They're high performers, and are they love playing sports. They enjoy training, physical training. Go to the gym every day, or maybe at least 3 to 5 times a week. Yeah, so I get to see a lot of them, and learned I learned so many different lessons from just by being a service provider to these high performers and high achievers. And I learned one lesson, which I want to share over this live video. is, and I think that this lesson can be very, very helpful to a lot of you, because I can see a lot of I can see a lot of their behaviors from myself too. So I'd like to share that lesson with you, and hopefully you guys can take the essence of the lesson. And the lesson is, don't beat yourself too hard. I'm gonna say it one more time. Do not beat yourself up too hard. So what I mean by that is, as I talking to a lot of these high achievers and athletes, a lot of them, are really, really good at what they do. And how do they become so good at what they do? They use a similar strategy, which is they beat themselves up when they're not good. Yep, I said it. They beat themselves up when they feel like they're not performing, when they don't get the result that they're looking for. Okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't work toward your result, but I'm saying by beating yourself up while you're at your lowest, while you're more vulnerable, while you're more sensitive, and it's always, well, not always, most of the time, your body will remember, and it will show up as a form of pain, a form of injury, and mm, a form of inner conflict. And those, and the inner conflict, the pain trauma, and the the inability to resolve its own wrongdoing per se, that part lingers. It lingers. So I think that's why a lot of them, they come to see me to help fix their pain, and their pain lingers for many, many years, and the body is unable to process and heal from the pain. In another word, their body is trapped in a specific patterns or cycle that they cannot grow out of it. Okay? So when that happens, your mind can be progressing very far away, and your surrounding, like your family, your business, career, professions, your friends, your connections, everything else also keep progressing too. But your inner being, which is your physical body, your connection between you and yourself, stay the same at the during the trauma, during the time that that you beat yourself up, because it was never resolved. The pain was never resolved. Yes, you can beat yourself up to become better, which is part of our survival. We can always whether or not you beat yourself up, and that's the truth. And What should you do instead? Well, in short, you need to learn how to love yourself like how you love somebody that you really love. If you've ever fallen in love before, maybe a man, maybe a woman, maybe both, maybe a pet, maybe your grandma, maybe your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your friends, somebody that makes impact, influence on you. You need to learn to love yourself like how you love others, in short. And it's difficult. It's very difficult. It's difficult because most of the time we don't see who we are. We have an idea of who we are. We have an idea of who who this person is in front of me. Just like me looking at myself right now, I have an idea. I have a concept of who am I, but I don't really fully know who am I at the same time. And it's kind of have this duality. I know who I am at the same time I don't know who I am fully. And this is a ever evolving process. It's never been, oh, I know myself and that's it. I know myself forever. There's a period of time that I know myself. I thought I know myself so well. And then eventually I get to the point that I don't know anything about myself until something happens. So, um you need to know yourself. You need to understand yourself. You need to study yourself like a subject. You need to study yourself. You need to take that. Mm, you need to study yourself like a stranger sometimes. Mm, if you can't study yourself that well, and of course you would not be able to love yourself fully, because love coming from a place of knowing too. You can't love something when you don't know. Um, and I think that's another truth, which is well, falling in love with the process at the same time. It's I'm not saying it's easy. It's difficult. That's why a lot of people are having this chronic pain issue. That's why a lot of people are suffering, and there's a reason for that. Just like look around you, look around the people that you know, look around your friends, and I mean they must have some story to tell you that they're suffering, and well, but it's just human sometimes. It's just human to suffer, to learn and grow because we grow every day. We grow every single moment. Even though I'm doing this live video, I'm growing too. I was quite nervous about going live because I feel a little bit shy sometimes. But I thought to myself, I have this message that I want to share with you, and I want you guys to know. And I wanted to share the lesson actually, and I truly do. And I truly want to share this lesson is from what I know as a performance acupuncturist, seeing many high achievers over the years, close to 12,000 cases at this point. And I wanted to say that, lot of people beat themselves up so badly to the point where they're severely injured and they're chronically in pain, and people normalize the pain on a day-to-day basis, and the pain no longer pain anymore. It's an identity. So the pain is an identity, meaning it becomes a being inside them, and they experience, they see things through that lens, which is which is very far away from its true essence. And I urge you to not to fall for that trap, because a lot of people do, and I've treated a lot of them. And I want you to be the outsider. I want you to I want you to think differently. I want you to take this message literally. Don't beat yourself up too hard, and start to learn about yourself. Start to understand yourself. Start to love yourself like how you love somebody that you truly love. Okay? And that's the message today. And okay, I think I'm ready to go for my training now. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for listening. Make it a wonderful day.